everybody? It's Kelsee Briana J, and today I'm reviewing the new Marc Jacobs, the Caffeine Marc Jacobs Extra Shot Caffeine Concealer and Foundation. So, when I first read the preliminary information about this product, I'm like, oh, Marc Jacobs is coming out with a foundation and a concealer. No. He said that he was coming out with one product that is going to double as both a foundation and a concealer. So this is what we have here. This is a new product from Marc Jacobs. I picked mine up from Sephora. This retails for $39. It has 0.54 fluid ounces of products, which is about half of the amount of product that we typically get in a foundation. But it's so much more product than we typically get with the concealers. So let me give you all a little bit of background information about this product. So it says it is a 2-in-1 caffeine infused concealer and foundation with natural looking, full coverage and all day wear to visibly brighten and energize all skin types. So to summarize that, this is a full coverage foundation, the finish is natural, and the formulation is a liquid. Even though I would say this is a gel more so than it is a liquid. So let's dive into the packaging and the name really quickly. So looking at the packaging, it looks like a blend of coffee. And then based on the name, you know we're getting something coffee related. So it's called Caffeine Marc Jacobs Extra Shot. So some of the highlighted ingredients of this product are caffeine, which helps to re-energize and revive skin, oak extract, which helps to calm and soothe skin, and 5 forms of coconut, which are rich in nutrients and vitamins to help hydrate and nourish the skin. And when you open it up, you do have this doe foot applicator, so that's why this can double as both a concealer as well as a foundation, because you can spot apply this all over the face. But it smells coffee adjacent. I wouldn't say it smells like strong black coffee, but it definitely smells like a cafe. And I think they got the name right. It's like if you go to a place that sells coffee, but not only coffee, like you'll kind of smell the coffee, but then you'll smell other stuff. I feel like that's kind of what this is. It's like you smell the faint scent of coffee. There's that. This is not tingle because I'm like, oh, so it's going to be tingling and plumping. It's not, so no fret there. But I did use this all over the face as a foundation. I have the shade Tan 310, which I feel like is a pretty good match. I was able to apply it all over. I'm going to show you all the application. I'm going to apply it on one side using a brush, and then on the other side using a sponge. And then of course I'm going to do a wear test. So let's see how I feel about this as a foundation, because I actually did use this as a concealer during my live that I did where I was trying out new makeup. So if you all want to see it as a concealer, check that out. I will have it linked down below. But if you want to see it as a foundation, you're in the right place, and I will check you all shortly. First of all, it's like dumb early to me. And I know y'all are gonna laugh, but it's 8:46 in the morning and these are not my hours. But I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to be doing a review on something called Extra Shot, let's see if it can wake me up. See if it's got a little Folgers in them. So I purchased the shade 310, and I am going to just put some dots all around my face and see how it goes. Let me take off these earrings. It smells like coffee. It smells like a mocha chocolate. Yeah. It smells like something coffee. Let's see how this smells once it's blended out. I'm going to take a brush on the right side. This one is my Marc Jacobs The Face 2. And because this isn't a pump, it is in a doe foot, I can't really measure how much I put. But you guys just saw how much I put. You know what I'm saying? This looks like it's a good match. I will say that. Undertone is good. Shade wise, it's pretty good. I feel like I picked out a good color. Alright, blend it out pretty easily with the brush. It's a good brush to blend out foundation and all that good stuff. I would say this is about medium coverage. I can see where I could build this up if I need to. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I can still smell the coffee essence of the product. It doesn't just straight up smell like the best part of waking up. It's Folgers in my cup, but it definitely has a little remnant of some sort of coffee. It's like, you know how you may have had coffee in a mug, but you drink it up, but you can still smell that coffee was in there? That's what this is giving me. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. On the other side, I'm going to blend it out using a sponge. Let's see what this does. Okay. I can already tell you right now, this is not blending out as smoothly with the sponge. It's a little bit patchier. So I'm going to revert back to this brush because I'm not trying to look lopsided on the face. But that sponge was picking up that product. It wasn't smoothing it out in the same way. This foundation is covering up pretty well. It is drying down a little bit, so it's giving me more so of a matte finish, but it's not overly drying, I will say that. So here's what we're looking like with no additional concealer, no powder or anything like that. This is what that product looks like by itself, and it feels just a little bit heavy on the skin. I can definitely tell it's there, but it's not overwhelmingly suffocating or anything like that, but I definitely feel the product on my skin. It is drying down slightly, but it's not completely drying down to where it's transfer proof. So when I touch my skin, I still get a little bit of the residue there, and it's a little shiny. So the finish of this foundation is kind of like an oxymoron. It's like a radiant matte. It's not quite a satin finish. With the satin, it's a little bit more drier in the finish than this finish is. And then it doesn't classify as a dewy finish either, because for a dewy finish, this foundation is a little bit more matte. So it's somewhere right in the middle. And that's why I say it's a radiant matte finish, because it's somewhat matte, but it's somewhat radiant as well. The finish of this foundation reminds me more of a concealer than it does a foundation. But that's the unique thing about these hybrid products. It has to have a consistency that will satisfy both of the needs. So with that being said, this is what it's giving without any additional makeup. I'm going to go ahead and add on the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be right back to let you all see what it's looking like. I got my makeup finished. I will have all of the details down in the description box. So far, what do you all think? Okay. So far, I think the finish is a little bit more matte than I anticipated it being. Because it said that it was going to wake the skin up, I was looking for something a little bit dewier. And so for it to be matte, you know, I really wasn't anticipating that. If I weren't doing a dedicated review, I would definitely go in with some sort of dewy setting mist, or, you know, just a dewy mist just to give me a little bit more luminosity. But as you all know, as the day goes on, my natural oils are going to break through, and it will make this product look a little bit more luminous than it looks right now. But all of my makeup went on top of this fine. I was able to put on my concealer, blend it out. Nothing moved. My cheek products blended out easily, so I had no issues with that. It's just a little bit drier than I thought it was going to be. So it'll be very interesting to see how this wears all throughout the day, all over my face. So of course you all know I'm going to be doing check-ins, and I'll come back every few hours to let you guys see the updates. But stay tuned to see the progress, and then of course at the end of the video I'm going to share with you all my final thoughts about everything. Alright, so it's been about 2 hours, and so far I still feel like my makeup is looking about the same. I think it is just a little bit more matte than I anticipated it to be. My oils really haven't been able to break through, but so far I still feel like it looks relatively similar to how it did 2 hours ago. So I'll check you guys back in 2 more hours and let you all see the update. But so far, I'm still pretty matte. Y'all, I kind of messed up, alright? It's been 9 hours, and I did not get a chance to stop what I was doing and come back and do that second check-in. So I'm so sorry. I'm back, and it is my third and final check-in. But you know what? I've worn this foundation / concealer enough times to already know what I think. So I'm just going to go ahead and close off this video because I'm ready to go wash my face anyways. So let's start off with how my skin is looking right now. I'm looking very, very dewy. This is a big jump from the 2 hour mark until now. But I'm going to be real. I have not done anything but sit right here all day. I've had a very long day, but it was one of those days where it was a long day because I was working mentally, not physically. I literally have probably moved from this chair a total of 2 or 3 times in the span of time from when I last checked in. So it's no reason why my makeup should be as dewy and as broken down as it is right now. So that really lets me know that if I had to put on this foundation / concealer and be out in the trenches and put on my mask and be outside and be perspiring and do all of the things that we do in life, this thing would not hold up, and it doesn't really hold up. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't really like it for a foundation, especially not without a primer. I do not like the consistency of this for all over my face. I prefer it as a concealer, but even still, because it smells like coffee or mocha or something, I'm not in love with that. Call me old-fashioned, but if you put a fragrance in my complexion products, I don't want it to smell like something edible. I need it to smell floral or more so like a traditional perfume and not like food, because I feel like that's kind of weird. I would like this scent in a lip gloss or a lip product or something like that, but all over my face, I just feel like I smeared coffee or cake or something all over my face, and I didn't really like that. So I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to pass on it. It's not the worst products in the world, but I have so many other things that are superior in my collection that I don't see where this will fit in. So I'm going to go ahead and say pass on it. It's not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of coffee. It's not my cafe. Let me know your thoughts on this down in the comment section. Have you tried it? I'm going to go ahead and it's just too oily. No. That feels so much better. So much better. I'll talk to you all in my very next video, which will be super soon. Smooches. Bye.